Simulator Sunday. I got all kinds of messed up today. I'm sitting here trying to do multiple things at the same time while I'm getting ready for all this. So let me get the sound done. So I was driving this train already. I figure, you know what? Let's go ahead and go live while I'm moving this train into P-Frey. This is pickups for the RCal 0171. I wasn't going to go live till 30 minutes from now, but I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'm here working. Let's get her up live. And you know, auto's all kinds of messed up. I just had the emergency slam on me because I had the volume down for the startup of the stream. Here's what we're dealing with. This is all the pickups from the 171 local. We're actually going to be heading down to P-Frey here. I don't have ditch lights on it. I know we're on the pack engine. So everything is last second. Trying to get it all going good here. Know what that means? ALR? What does ALR mean? Anybody know when somebody writes ALR? All right? Something like that? I don't know. We are between so Riverside is Arlington. We're control point. Arlington is CP May. So probably got 4 or 5 miles to go here to drop this off, and then we're gonna head over to Malibar where I got a engine waiting to pick up some outbounds from San Diego, and then we'll go to La Mirada to pick those up, and it's kind of interesting. I'm typing in Discord. Somebody's having some issues. Need a little help with. Let's see. We are cleared to CP May here. Let me zoom in. We're on the... Yeah. I saw that other one, the LAC stove coming at me. But we're on the Mateo Community server once again, our home. And what's going on the YouTube's there? What happened? Trying to figure out what's going on here in the... I'm on my... as I'm live on the LAJ yard, but that's not the one that I should be live on. Should be live on, yeah, San Diego Express. On my main monitor over here where I kind of watch to make sure everything's going well. That one was all kinds of messed up. What you guys got planned for the Thanksgiving coming up? We are probably going to be on the road as well. Not looking forward to driving on. I don't like driving on holidays where people drink. One, holidays where there's a lot of traffic because I'm in SoCal. Traffic's terrible. And just holidays in general. So I'm going to have to be dealing with that stuff. But I hope you guys all have a good Thanksgiving. All right, so I have 5650. He just gave me the see ya. That means I'm gonna get to throw my switch up here, which will be just after the overpass. We're going under the overpass. Hey, when I'm driving here in a second. We just got these, what do you call them? They're 71s. And like I said, this one don't have ditch lights in the front. The one in the back does. You can't turn it around necessarily, so probably FRA rule, you have to have ditch lights. Nobody's gonna die though, promise. Only a couple more miles to go here. Now, these cars, there are some San Diego cars on it, but we're not going to be going that far down. The stuff that goes to San Diego from this side, from, you know, San Bernardino, even Victorville, Barstow, going to get dropped off at P-Frey, and from P-Frey it basically just goes up and over the hill and down to San Diego through the, is it the Orange, or I don't know, there's some spur that it takes. I gotta set my signal up here because we're coming up on this one, and that's the one we're gonna want to go right past, so we'll have to slow down a little bit. We'll start so that's, yeah, we're 5650. So brought this all the way from just west of the San Bernardino yard, Riverside area, right on the cusp there, not too far away from where I live. About 14 miles to P-Frey. We stopped and did pickups along the way. About 2 hours I've been already just to get these pickups back to get them to P-Frey. About 2 hours here to get them to get over. I had some problems with auto wouldn't kept routing trains through me. What are you doing, bro? Why are you routing trains through me? As soon as I get through this restricting, I'll go ahead and Trying to. This other thing is driving me nuts. Why? All right, I have to pay attention. I cannot worry about what my monitor is doing over here because I'm trying to get frustrated. It's not working for me. So now that we're through the restricting, I'll go ahead and run over here. I'm faster than the restricting allows, but that's because I was doing a bunch of stuff. So let's throw this. So what train is lined over it? Here we go again. Why did he line a train through a restricting signal? Now, that doesn't make a lot of sense. Oh my goodness. All right. Oh, back up. But it doesn't make any sense. I gave myself a restricting and then the auto. Let me see. Auto decided to line the train through me. This guy. Wonderful. So it gave me I was allowed to do a restricting, and then a train that is 44 miles away, auto decided this is why I turned them off earlier. So now you can't run over me. That was going off map anyways. But still, it wasn't routed when I did the restricting, as far as I know. Now I should be able to turn it. Who knows? This was the problem I was having earlier. It did the same kind of thing earlier. And then you're almost in time for a crash, NM. We almost had a head on. You almost had a head on, bro. Because the dispatcher, the automated dispatcher, is being a big jerk. Doesn't care about anybody else. I believe. There. We're going to route her right into P-Frey. That was amazing. Okay, here's your restricting, and then, you know, oh, well, we're going to route right through you. Don't care that you have a restricting. He didn't even have any of this. He had a red light over here. And the auto's like, yeah, go ahead. I'm a little nasally because I've been sick. There's some sort of cold or whatever. I don't like being sick. You get grumpy. Throwing snot around everywhere. $691. That's probably a -9 maybe, huh? See him on here anywhere. Could be anywhere. All right, we gotta watch what we're doing though. Oh look, now the remote control on this other one wants to work. I'm watching in, you know, even though I have the quality always said, it's much at 260p. Like, no, I don't think so. Don't hit that switch here too fast. Otherwise, NM will get his wish, and we will come off the rails. Chaos will happen. I blow my nose, though. Train be damned, I gotta blow my nose. You're doing good. There we go. Still able to talk, though. Fortunate for some of you. Arco. All right, so I am slowing down. Let's take off the dynamics a little bit. Well, Frogman, I'd be telling him when I'm going live, but I said 4 and I went 3:30, but he'll figure it out, hopefully. So again, for those of you who just came in, this is the P-Frey, one of the P-Frey locals. This one goes east. This is the RCal 0171, and this is the portion of, this is the return trip. So this is after all the deliveries happen. The industries have processed these cars. We got to take them back for outbound cars, and then delivered some more, you know, goods for the industries to process. But this is the outbounds that are coming back. And I kind of had it like when I laced it all up, I had the San Diego ones and I stopped to get those tankers, and then San Diego ones kind of got somewhere in the middle. So there's like 3 or 4 of them together. That switch probably. Nope. I didn't throw that one. Oh well, we're going on this one. I don't like taking that lead there, but that's currently what we got there. We probably are going to have to break it up anyways. And all we're doing is dumping these off and then headed back out anyways. We're going up north. Or no, this would be, we're going west, like northwest towards LA. They go to the Malibar yard. I don't think this track's this big. How would we know how big the track is? Well, that's easy. We go to the depotserver.com and open their maps. Trying to find where I have that. They're looking crisp tonight. That is good. I didn't change anything on my other, my monitor here. It just, I have like a Google TV thing, and it was looking at 260p. So I mean, pretty disgusting. I'm going to look at the P-Frey map here. And this track here is 2910. Well, we might have to cut a few cars off. That's okay. We'll run over here and shut the mainline switch. So return traffic to normal. Let auto start screwing up other people instead of just us. Okay, that's good. I'll throw this switch in case we have to pass back over it. Probably will. I got 1,100 feet still to go. Drink more water frequently. Got this nose I can't breathe out of. 600 feet. I mean, I think if I just break these engines off, I might be fine. On the back of the train, so we have this guy. Let's look at these card numbers. What we want to do is get this in, and then we'll worry about the front of the train. Which is lined up there, so it's not that big of a deal. Here's somebody coming. Oh. Oh, he's going to San Diego. There's going to San Diego. Where we're going. That looks more like the San Diego Express, though. Alright, so once we get these cars in all the way in, and break on a couple of these. Do the EOT D. Go to the front of the train. Now we'll cut some, yeah, I thought these were some San Diego cars, but more like over here. I think maybe we'll cut these takers off, pull these forward. A lot of them. Where they're at. Alright, I'm not going to take all of them. Start here. Let's put a couple handbrakes on so don't roll on us. Those are empty, but suppose they could be heavy. And we'll just close this one. As don't want to lose the air on our locomotive. Alright, those ones can bleed out. Just pass this switch here and then we'll shove them back. That one looks good there. That's one of the new model. That paint scheme looks really good. But the model itself allows for the, you know, that to have a nice crisp look on it. I don't know. Almost made it. Whereas this is an older model here, so it doesn't look as good. All right, push your back. That looks good. Oh, you can see it. It was like another company too. You see a sticker underneath there. I did. Can't see it now. When the sun hits it. Yeah, there it is. ADM. Repainted. Repainted jobby. Jobber. See, these guys got little edges around them. These are version 1 models. They said they were redoing some of the models too. But you can paint, have as nice of a paint job on them, but if the model's kind of old, they're not going to look as good. Look at this guy. Oh, beat up. Okay, so once we get these off the lead here. Actually, let me leave it like this. So if somebody's barreling down, they don't smash into other stuff. I go far enough back. All right, we'll shut off the lights. Independent brake on. Handbrake off. Handbrake off. Then we'll relinquish. All right, we're done. Pickups for 171 are complete. Did put them in the wrong track, but right. We'll also throw this. Well, we'll throw these two switches. So anybody that's coming through gonna have a problem getting through. Okay, we're done here. Let's head over to Malibar. So we're gonna go through here, M2. Let's see, tab over right here. I gotta. Where the screenshot comes from, right here. Put myself on the ground. Somebody's coming. Oh, look at that. It's 4 o'clock. Just when I was going to go live to start this. Gotta wait for the train to spawn. I teleported here. Hopefully it's still here. Let's wait for it. Let's see. Sometimes it takes a minute. We are on the server. Make sure it didn't. There it goes. As soon as I took off. I went to take off. Okay. Our San Diego Express, we'll actually name it correctly once we are there. I'm going to auto MUCB. There's your circuit breakers and your air brakes. This is the lead unit. We're going to ride on the back here. And we have to go back into Malibar to get our stuff. There we go. Turn our headlights on. Handbrakes off. And then since we're going to have some crossings, let's turn our brakes on. Yeah. Try to get back to the front. If you change views, you can't always get right back where you were. Can't always have what you want. Which, I'm in the little yard. I don't need to do the full, normal circuit. We'll see what our unit number and everything is after we get our cars. We have some cars over at the LAC area. All my switches are lined up. We're going to find out. And I have to try to do some cool stuff with auto in order to pick up our cars, and then head down to LMC and get more cars. Coming off. There we go. Like sometimes I have this mouse, and then when I go on the other screen to look at something, and when I come back, and even though you'll see the mouse, the screen's not active or something, so then my rail driver, the game isn't responding as it should. So then I end up speeding going through the yard. Just 2 engines I could use dynamics, but or independence, but spin up the dynamics. Going on a pothole. We're backing into Malibar here to get some stuff. I don't know if you guys saw the Cowboys. They beat the Redskins. I know they're the Commanders, whatever. They're still Redskins. I need hate mail. Because I hate the Redskins and the Commanders and the football team. The Dallas Cowboys. It was a good game. I mean, it was a fun to watch game. It wasn't really a good game. But it was definitely fun to watch because it was back and forth. And then somehow there's just so many mistakes by both teams. The Cowboys ended up coming through. Yeah, it was definitely a rivalry. So we have, so we're in the LA proper here. And we have, I don't know, is it 15 miles, 20 miles or something like that to go to the San Diego, the orange cutoff or spur or whatever they call it, a line. Got a couple cars here on the left of this cut. See the cut that the first cut is on the right, the second cut's on the left. We're going to take the second cut first. There's like 4 cars there. And they're loaded. They're loaded, man. You see the SDG. I'm in San Diego. Yeah, the Colts lost. Well, I mean, the Colts were playing the Lions. So, I mean, you thought the Colts were going to win on that one. I mean, anybody can win, obviously, but I believe the Lions were favored in that one. Lions are doing good this year. It's my second favorite team. What's up, K-Mike? Let's stand on the ground here. We'll pull these 4 cars forward, I guess it is. It's that switch over there we need. There's not a lot of hillage between us and San Diego, so the loads are at the front end of the thing. The fully loaded ones may not be at the very, very front. May have some half full ones and then some more full ones behind them, but that's okay. I don't think it's going to derail because there's not a lot of uphill, downhill. There's a whole lot of tankers though. Those are going to San Bernardino, so we're going to have to drop those off as well. We'll drop them off and we'll leave them for the P-Frey local to take them back to the P-Frey yard. Going uphill a little bit, so it's fighting me a little bit. A little bit twice. Almost 0.5%. It's a little more than 0.5% up. All right, that'll do right there. Let's go ahead and climb on. Let's go back and get all these tankers. The funny thing about the playoffs, well, first of all, I mean, there can only be 2 that go to the Super Bowl, you know. But when it comes to playoffs, I mean, Cowboys aren't going to make it. Which is, who cares? Because they every year that they have made the playoffs, they just tank in the playoffs in the first game anyways. They don't play well in the cold. 2.5. I'm going to hit F7 because I don't feel like waiting. Handbrakes are off. Let's do a little stretch here. Use gravity to stretch. And let's take a look here. Okay, everything's turning white. Got a little couple pressure in the front. Fine. And then pull it forward. Temperature 81. 68. Not 81, but then again, this is LA. I'm not in LA, so that could be. All right, I'm gonna start the locomotives to move here. Coming off the independent brake, nice and slow. Notch 1. Let's go to notch 2. I do not have an EOT attached right now. We're going straight over to LAC, which is right across the way. Go ahead and look at our stuff here. But we're in the lead here. Lead locomotive still says SD Express. Again, we will change that when it's time, because we're going to tell Auto we want to go regardless of that anyways. Start our timer here just to make sure that we're out of the yard itself. And that, yeah, most of my team is injured, or they were injured, but today they got some key players back on the defense, and so actually wasn't that bad of a game. But there were, I mean, the Washington had some very good special teams plays. It was like a game of special teams today. I mean, it was just nuts. A lot of back and forth. But I had fun watching it. I didn't have going there expecting the Cowboys to beat them. Why would they? All right, we're gonna be coming out here. We're coming out here onto main 2. I need to tab over because I actually need main 2's here. I don't know if it'll get me that. Come up here like this. To stop right here. So should give it to me. Give it to me. BNSF 7318 to San Diego Express. He's gave me an acknowledgement. We just passed the rear of a train. I don't want cabin light. And I got a signal indication for BNSF 7318, and I'll be eastbound. Gonna leave the bell going because I've got these crossings in front of me. So he actually has me routed here. That's fine. You can see I'm gonna stop at this signal. I need to get up over here. So I have to back up on this switch, pick up the cars that are here, and you'll see when we get there. I didn't want to go all the way here and then I'll have to use this signal. So Blowing my nose. All right. There's another crossing at the corner up here. Inside the building. Yep. Do I go too fast? I should get a green up here around the corner. Oh, I went all the way to notch 1. I didn't touch the notch. Calibrate. Do a little lean over here. All right. We can proceed. Which there is good. Approach medium here. Still in the yard, but otherwise we can go up to 40 if we weren't. Actually, I don't know. There's a 40 mile an hour here anyways. This is, we were out of the yard already, so we could go, I think. I don't know. This is a game thing. Yeah, for 15 is our track speed. Here we, the rear end comes out. I did not start a countdown timer. That's okay. See what auto has for us. Often you'll get it wrong, but right now it got me right where I want to go, right here for now. He's been known to change his mind and then he gets turned off. Speeding up a little bit. We're at 15. Go down to notch 1, try to keep it in that zone, 15 mile an hour zone. We're going downhill a little bit, so. Pretty much out another couple cars anyway, so. If I go 16, I'm not too worried about it. 17. Yeah, we got up to 40. Then looking up here. Still an approach medium on our track. Can't see the one after it. See it red over yellow. Diverging approach. So we'll just coast downhill and get where we're going. Somebody's trying to throw a switch. Probably Otto trying to throw my switch to derail me. Now, if somebody turns auto off right now, my lights are going to go red in front of me. So then we'll get to go, why did you throw auto off? You didn't look at any of the trains and wait till they pass their signals before you decide to do that. Anytime you turn auto off, you should First of all, you should learn to work with auto on. Earlier, auto was, I mean, as you saw, I still didn't have to turn auto off, even though he was routing a train at me. But I turned auto off today, and that was just because there was a train routed through, and no matter what I did, it was a problem. The line was green. I couldn't throw hand throws for the local that I was trying to work. Yeah, you should not be throwing auto off. Just last ditch effort. Don't be impatient. We're going to diverge right here at this track. Hopefully look at the other switches. I think we should be okay. Good here. The next one is also good. Looks like we are currently lined up to sideline these cars up here on our left a little ways. They're stopped at a signal. We're going to stop by and grab those. Hey, what's up, Gray? Yeah. I would up that from 90 to like 98% of the time. They don't need to turn it off. They're just impatient. And I'll try for 20 minutes, working with auto before I finally get frustrated with it. Turn it off. Oh, you said 99. Okay, well, I thought I said 90% of the time. You said 99, and I'd probably more agree with 99 than 98 even. So my intentions here, I'm going to pass. So there's a signal in front of me. I've got a red light. I will give myself a restricting on that one so I can pass it. Throw the switch after I pass it, and then back up and collect these cars that are here. And then we're off to La Mirada. So we look and see where we're at here. So we look at these signals. This is the bottom track. Next track. I'm on this one, not this one. So I'm going to give myself right click on that one. And if we look there, we can see my light is now restricting. I need that in order to pass this signal. But once I pass that, it'll go back red. And then I own that block, so I can go back and forth if I choose to. Technically, I should have not a track warrant, but what the hell is it called? My mind just went blank on that. Track warrants to go one direction. And then the thing that we don't allow here, see. I won't do it. Oh. Oh, is it dispatch? Let's see, dispatcher, let's see. I just want to see what it's called. Mainline authority. Yep. There's a little bit of a delay, but yeah, you're probably all over it when I first said it. Yeah, mainline authority allows you to travel in both directions on the track that you're granted permission to do so. We don't allow that here because people don't know how to use that either. Just like most of them don't know how to use work within auto's restrictions. Now I'm gonna start a range. Distance counter here. Got 1,800 feet to go. I'm gonna put in my dynamics. So that way the very last car will cross that point and beep at me. Now my nostrils are clogged, which clogs my dang brain tonight. I'm off on the dynamics a little bit. We're starting to get a little too slow. We don't want to lose all of our momentum. There's 800 feet still to go. Go to the rear of the train there so we can see it's coming up. Since I'm already in the block, I don't have to do much either. Asking dispatch permission to do anything. Alright, so we'll make sure that this switch is set up for us. You can see right here. One is also set up. You don't have to worry about that signal because we're in the block, as I mentioned. We'll just have to pass this switch and then reset that. Set it for our needs. Yeah. I always forgot too until the last, it's been about 2 weeks. It started with some winds 2 or 3 weeks ago. We had some of the Santa Ana winds, which usually gets my sinuses going. But that's, you know, that's like clear snot. But that makes your immune system weakened and then easily compromised, which is what happens. Somebody else around me had been sick apparently, and I collected that. Now I'm passing it around. I'm a carrier. All right, no problem. So I tried to set that. Said, no, you can't do that. No, I can. Get rid of that. Click it again. It won't let me click it, but it's flashing blue, so I can go back into first person and no problemo. Let's uncheck it blue so auto can take control of it probably while I'm backing up. Causing me to derail, but we'll frog it if we need to. My dynamics on, so let's go in reverse. Let's come on back. And auto has stolen these switches on me before. I'd be half a train length through it, and all he goes, no, I don't want you to do that. I want to route a train right through where you're at. Sometimes he's a little too heavy on the happy hour sauce. Celebrates happy hour where he's still at work. I am watching my speed here. I'm kind of going uphill a little bit. This is what most people who have issues with their train handling fail to maintain, is that a nice speed. I don't want to go too low, but I don't want to come in too fast. I don't want to use too much brakes. I don't want to use too much power. So as it comes down in a 2.5, I'm going to give it a notch and keep it around 2, hopefully. If I go below 2, I'll give it 2 notches, but I got to get ready to come back off. Yeah, I'm starting to climb from 2.2. We saw how fast it slowed, so I'll wait a minute. 2.5, I'll go back down to 0. I should then couple up around 1.4 or 5. 7, 6, 5, 4. Perfect. Again, I'm going to hit F7 because I don't feel like waiting all day. Go to the rear of the train. Eventually, if I push the right button. And all these hoses are attached. The car, 80 pounds in it, so the brakes are on. A little bit more air in them. Then I'm going to attach EOT. So partial. DFM, which is stabilized at 44, and I'll go ahead and open. Now, why is there the turbo isn't coming on? Probably because not an easy question. Easy answer. If I do auto EOT, it'll probably come on. Oh, look. Nope. Could just be the car, too. There's 83 in, but the CFM is 41, so that means that their air is still going through. Take a look at air. Everything looks all right. I have pulled forward. Next stop is LMC. Okay, we are going forward. We're on the right channel. I'm going to go ahead and set. I want to stop at this signal here for La Mirada, because La Mirada is like right in here. It's actually right there, but way before Basta. So it's like right in here. So let's go ahead and ask dispatch. Let's get on the board. Tell them our intentions, what we want to do. We don't have DPUs right now, so again, I'm still listed as the SDG Express. I will change that at La Mirada. I mean, I could change it now, but I don't know if Otto will make a big deal about it. Let's go ahead and change it now. All right. Now we're manifest. Manifest from Malibar to San Diego. We'll stop in La Mirada. I do have a signal in front of me. So I am clear to go. It's an advanced approach. I'm sorry, that's an approach medium. Medium. Take a look at our specs here. Our track speed is 15 because we're in the yard still. The back of the train is 3908 tonnage with what we have. We have 2.3 HPT. Means if we pick up more cars at La Mirada, we're going to need some more horsepower. Actually, we don't. It's kind of flat. Right now we're 3183. It's not going to be a long train to San Diego. Not a long trip. We obviously cannot drive it all the way to San Diego, because if we drive a train and it hits the end of the tracks, the train disappears, and potentially, in most cases, the server hiccups and kicks everybody off. We have to restart and all that. So we stop before it and then just AI it so the AI can take it off, because then the train disappears and AI doesn't get mad. Nobody gets mad at AI about that. All right, Pothole, have a good night. I don't know about a green Thanksgiving. I'm not really green. All right, what is Otto doing to us? Routing me straight down main one. That's fine. Whatever he wants to do, as long as he gets me that La Mirada, which that I need. Now, I have two options at La Mirada. I can either go into the lead, into the yard lead, and go all the way down and then come back out on the main and then back up and get the cars, or I can just stay on the main, stop on the main, throw the switch back up, get the cars. That's what I think I'm going to do. And so the reason I stopped at the switch that I did is so that when I get there, I can hit a restricting. That way I don't have to worry about auto routing me past. Yeah, there is no snow. That's what you mean by green. I mean, it snowed here before. I mean, I'm at the base of Big Bear, so you know it snows up there. See it. Beginning of the stream, when I said was I had the sound off all the way so that you guys don't hear it, and then I didn't hear the alerter come on. I was in this view. If you guys go into a view like this, or you ride on the front of the train, the alerter will not go off the entire time you're there, so you know. So you can do this all day long and control your train from the details up there at the very top of the screen. I believe is Control Z or Shift Z. Control Z if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, if you do this, no bubbles. As long as you're not running signals. See, so we probably have a red up here. Okay, now we have a green. Let's go. I went the wrong way. Let me see. I know you know, don't need to go straight to notch 5. Got track speed 50. I got a green light. That means I'm going to go ahead and drop it into gear and get going. Really, we don't have too many miles to go. Probably 15 miles, 15, 20. I don't think it's 20. Might be. 50. Thank you. Yeah, I don't do the keyboards. I mean, I do for moving myself in some things, but usually the rail driver has the buttons on the bottom of the program, or, you know, I've only changed one or two buttons. They're default. Usually when I do games, simulators, I usually try to keep them as default as possible. That way, if I'm helping somebody else, I can tell them what the default settings are. You know, a lot of people that they totally customize their things and they ask you, oh, what was the key to do that? And you tell them and they're like, no, it doesn't work. It's like, well, did you change them? Yeah. Well, that's why it doesn't work. Let's see, I already have the lights on. Didn't I? Step lights are on, yep. And then we have the gauge lights on. Gonna be nighttime. Looks about the same where the sun is here in the sim as it does outside. Almost sundown. I didn't drop the hammer on this either, did I? Let me go a little bit faster. Because we can. What's up, Kerbo? I'll leave that up to you, keyboard warriors. You guys can just go up here and see what does what if you don't remember. I just do this. And that's not the Shift Z and all that. It's just the buttons. I know some of the keys to make everything move. I do it once in a while to, if I have to do something real quick and I don't feel like grabbing the rail driver to plug in just to do something real fast. It always takes me a little bit of time to get things used to it. You know, got to get the locomotive spun up and then, oh, which one was the brakes? And, you know, it's the control pad plus, minus, all that, or keypad plus and minus. That's just fast for me to plug the USB in on this thing. Be a little lazy. Spoiled and lazy. That's me. Alright, so let's look at our map here. So now he has me routed through. We're going to come through Los Nidos, back into Santa Fe Springs. I told him I want this, so when I approach this signal here, and then he throws this for me, you know, he lets me through here, I have to make sure he doesn't route me this way, because then I will not make this to the yard. I need to be here. Otherwise, I gotta come down here and then back up to get the stuff. I don't want to do that, so I need to pay attention what Otto is trying to do to me. He's on there. I need to go to this signal. I really don't even remember what's over in San Diego now. I think I have like the west yard. No, it'd be the east yard. The eastern yard, there's just some San Diego cars there. The ballpark sighting has Outbounds to Barstow. And then between there's like Bear Tables little yard there that has never been used for bear tables on this server or pretty much anyone I've been on. a relatively short trip, so if you guys ever want to just like build a intermodal in Long Beach, or correction, in LAC, Hobart, and just take a trip down to San Diego, you know, down to the San Diego cutoff where the track's in. Again, don't drive it off the map in the server. You can do it single player, but in the server, it crashes the server. You can build, you know, 5,000 foot train, 6,000. It's not going to be very long coming from LA to San Diego, because it's only, you know, an hour and a half trip. I'm going on Turkey Day, I think, down to San Diego, down to Santee. But I have to go down the 15, not on train track, so that's gonna suck. Especially if it's supposed to be raining on Wednesday here. It's raining, then I gotta go through that. Ugh. I gotta go through like the Riverside Moreno Valley and then down through Mirada. There's highway construction and rain and people. Not a very happy Thanksgiving. But what are you gonna do? Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't really matter if it's snowing. If it snowed here, you'd have less people. I mean, there's 24 people left, but 24 million people just in Southern California. Like 110 square miles. 24 million. If it snowed here, it'd be a third of that. Those little green bars right there, by the way, so you, in case you didn't know, if you're on a speed restriction, you have the speed limit signs on the side of the track. They're yellow, and if they're sideways, like at a 45-degree angle, that means, hey, in 1 mile, this is your speed limit. And then when they're straight 90 degrees, that means this is the speed limit at this sign. Those green ones mean you can go back up to the track speed for the type of train that you're operating. Yeah, it is. You're not wrong, sir. I say that all the time. Be happy with like 13,000 people here in the whole state. Be great. So, I'm under 40. No, I'm at 40, so I have to do the cycle. If you're over 40, when you see the whistle boards, the white square signs on the side of the track that have a W in it. When you're over 40 miles an hour, as soon as you see that, you need to do your 2 longs, 1 short, 1 long. The whistle cycle. If you're under 40 miles an hour, you see those, this is all the FRA. This has nothing to do with the simulator. This is just like real life. You want to be accurate. If you're under 40 miles an hour, when you see them, you have to turn on your crossing bell and then make sure you complete your cycle prior to crossing the level crossing. You see these speed limit signs coming up right after the whistle board here. You see a W coming up. So these are saying freight is 50 and passengers 50, just for this little bit here, and then the green means go back up to your maximum track or train speed. Passenger at 70. For intermodals and auto-recs, also 70 in most cases. And then for freight, any other kind of freight, 50 is your maximum speed limit. Yeah, Santa Monica is a hard place to get to because it's right there on the beach. You have to go through all that junk to get there. No fun. All right, I'm going to look at Otto. So look, he is routing me exactly where I want to go. He is playing for now. I won't celebrate until I get to the signal. And then if I give myself a restricting, watch him route somebody right into my rain again like you did earlier. Santa Monica is where you used to film Baywatch. Babe Watch. See what my right there, 3183 is my footage, and then if I grab these other cars, it'll be about 5,000. So it's perfect for San Diego trip. Keep an eye out here as we approach La Mirada that we got any workers in the area. Could be reaching out to Auto if they want to hit the main line. Heat her up a little bit. Getting too fast, so I came off on the notches and then leveled out a bit. Slowed us down a lot. All right, some crossings coming up. We're under 30, so there's her bell. Got some detectors right here. These are going to detect any problems with our train, speed, and all that stuff.
BNSS detector, milepost 154.3, main 1, ambient temperature 79 degrees.
Yeah, it's actually 64 right now. Here, inland. I don't know what it is by the beach. This is coming up in Fullerton, so, or La Mirada / Fullerton, Long Beach. Mix behind us. Lakewood, that's what I was thinking. So it's a little bit inland. Here's our diverging approach right here. We are over 30, so we're going to hit this need to slow down to 30 in accordance with the rules. 7318, he's letting us go now as we're coming up on La Mirada. Where's my number? 7318, right there. So we should be coming up a little light here pretty soon. One reason we need to slow down. Get the dynamics going here. After I turn this corner, it should be a little bit of a straightaway, and I think that silo right there, I think that's to the lumber yard. I don't know if it's on our side of the tracks or the other side tracks. That would be one of the industries, but I don't think that's the one on the right. Nope. We're not slowing down, we're going faster, so we got to put some more dynamics in. Now we got our dynamics running. All right, so station is this? We're coming up on Mirada. Norwalk. We're we're under 30 now, but we are going to have a signal coming up, so we want to start our... Matter of fact, we can see the light up there. We're going to want to slow down to 15, but we're going to give ourselves a restricting because we are going to want to go right past that signal, and we're not pulling in the yard up there. You want to pass. I want to pass the yard. I want to take all of my speed off, though. There's a little bit of a climb up there. If I pass that signal at 16 or 17 or 18 miles an hour, it's going to yell at me, oh, you ran an absolute signal, because there's a switch coming up right after it. You pass a switch speeding, it's going to tell you ran an absolute signal. So if you've ever seen that, you're like, there was no signal for me. That's because it's a switch. I get it all the time. Okay, 7329. That proceed on signal indication. I was like, was that me? No, I'm 7318. My road number is just slightly off. I looked close, but wasn't sure if he was talking to me or not. We don't have any cars or any trains coming at us. That's good. So we're going to pick up our stuff in La Mirada, and then we're actually going to go right down here and then into the orange sub. Oh, no, that's, let's see, orange sub, main 1, main 2, yeah. Either one of these, it heads down to San Diego. Slow down here a little bit. Like a yellow signal down there. I don't know what that is all about. Could be a reflection in the headlights. You may hit that restricting like right at 15. That'd be incredible. We're at 15 now. On the dynamics a little bit. We are going down the hill a little bit, so we'll have to watch that. Slightly speeding up now as the dynamics are off. Hit our restricting, that will go red. Now own the block. Oh, that's a street light down there. That's yellow. Slight upgrade there, so, or the grade is going up, so I'll come out of dynamics, get a little power on. About another mile, we're past our cars. Guys are gonna be pissed. They're gonna be here for a while. If it's not trains, you get stuck in LA. It's pursuits, and then they stopped on the freeway, and the whole freeway gets stopped. Shoot every day. There isn't one going on right now. There might be. So the La Mirada has 3 yards on it, by the way. You've got this yard that I call the West Yard. Just a small little... We put the power there. It's a couple industries off of it. And then the middle yard is where we usually bring the inbounds to. So we'll bring them in there and we'll break them apart and make locals out of them. There's 4 locals that come into La Mirada. See some of the local engines there. And then the east yard is the one that we're going to next. Is right over here. And these are the cars that we're going to pick up. We've got some loaded cars here. I'll make sure the switch there is good. Make sure that's good. And these are empties here. We're going to go get these first. And then we'll probably grab those with it. We'll have to cut it where the loads are. Oh, I had the bell on already. Get it remotely. This is a lead here between the yards. They did something kind of cool. I added some there were a bunch of tankers on it. I'm like, oh, you got filled up in LA. Let's send them over to San Bernardino ADM. What we'll do is we'll drop them off on the way to San Diego, and then the P-Frey local can pick them up. The 0041 local can bring them back with them. Drop them off in P-Frey, and next time there's a run out, San Bernardino, you can go drop it off or come get them. Approaching the yard over there now, and there's still a little ways to go, so we can wait here a bit. Yeah, HRS signals Orlando, Florida. It makes the southeast routes. What's up, Takeda? Oh, there's a little bit of a dip here. You see we go straight, then it drops a little bit, comes back up. We'll probably speed up and then slow down as we go through that dip. We are on a restricting, but we can stop this thing pretty quick if we need to. I mean, we can see all the way up there. We can definitely stop it by that bridge. Starting to go a little too fast, so. Now we're gonna stop on the main. We don't normally want to do that, but we own the main right now, so we won't be there that long. We're not doing a lot of switching, just a little bit. Thought about leaving those San Bernardino cars here at La Mirada, but the issue with that is that Truckin' Firefighter, what's up? The issue with leaving those cars here is that most of the traffic that comes, well, it doesn't really matter. If I left it at P-Frey, something that is leaving from or going towards Barstow, in any of these yards, it could be either yard, it could be any of the yards. A two Barstow manifest can stop and pick up the San Bernardino cars and then move them to San Bernardino and then carry on. But you know, sometimes that's a pain because of the grade there. Like, we'll just, you know, however it works out. But I didn't think leaving them here would be the best choice. I could leave them at the ballpark siding, except then I have to pass the signal because I'm over on this main right now. I'd have to pass the signal and then back up at Basta. But then I won't get back over to, maybe I could. Maybe I could. We'll try that. We'll try that. We'll do that. And then, yeah. After I do that, we'll see if we can get over here. See what we can do. Because that one's going to Barstow. And if we put them at the head end, we'll just break it, put them at the head end, then that means, because they're loaded, whoever takes the train or however the train gets there, problem is that that'd probably be an AI train. Like, I just blew my nose. All right, now we're going to start watching what we're doing here. So we're going to pass this switch here, but what do we want to pass it with? We have the San Diego cars. We have these ones here that we're going to dump off. So I think we'll stop it here and grab these loaded cars. I think that's what makes sense, because I have these ADMs on here. And they're not the very front of the train, so I mean, we needed, these are hazmat, so we needed some space. right where the engine's at now, we want to put this car. We want to stop it there, actually. That's where the empties start. Oh no. Nope. We want to take the last San Diego, the last loaded one. Three loaded cars here, so we want to put at the end of this. Now, if this is hazmat, technically we shouldn't put next to a grain car, but probably full of rat poop anyways if it's cereal. As soon as I throw it in reverse, too, auto's going to cancel my route, which is okay. We're going to ask for a new one anyways after we get these cars. Always breaking the rules. Wait, what rule did I break? On the hazmat stuff? Nobody cares. It's just, you know, it makes your lungs feel like smoking menthols. All right, so we're going to stop in 3, 2, 1, and we'll put the brakes on now. Put a little bit of air on. All right, put a handbrake on there, handbrake on there, handbrake on there. Put some handbrakes on. I release the brakes. That will allow my train to roll back and take the coupler off. I also don't want to blow the air out of the whole train because we're just going to come back and get it. So see if we can pull that off right there. I now have a copy of my entire train. Okay, I'm also going to copy everything that's here right now in the yard around me up to like 10 miles away. I got world set, and I'm going to call this, so I'm on the Mateo server, so I'm going to say LMC. I'm going to overwrite my last save. That way, if I lose something, I can go to single player and recover it. Instead of saving the individual train, I'm just going to save everything. All right, let's ride the hazmat back. Not sure if I should have taken the EOT off before I disconnect the train. My guess is yes, although it's in radio signal range and there's not a loss of air pressure, so I don't think PCS would break, would trip. I don't know. If you guys know the answer to that, let me know, like the actual answer. I don't want to come in too hot when I grab these cars, so I've already got dynamics going. A little bit here, a little bit there. All right, 4.8. Bring her down just a little bit. We're starting to speed up. slowing down much. Or dynamics. And we're starting to slow down now. Got more dynos coming on. 3, 5. All right. Air it up. Handbrakes come off, and let's pull forward. We got no crossing. There's the train tracks. Where we at? So grab these guys here. Grab this cut, and then we will be able to pull forward. Wait, how'd these? Whoa. How'd these whole cars get here? Not sure what happened there. I didn't see those there before. Maybe those are the ones we grabbed in LA, and I should have cut like I'm doing now to get the... Huh. No, that didn't happen. Couple more cars to go. We'll throw the switch. Let's shoot. Okay. 4.5. Let's little notch on there. Pull up the hill. Gotta do is get past this switch. We're already lined up for that one there. Got one left to go. One more to go. And now it's starting to really slow down here. All right, neutral, reverse. Let's come on back. Yeah, I stopped to blow my nose. Next thing I know, I'm doing 8 miles an hour. Stop her quick. Stop breaking couplers. Hard part. That'll work. All right. So F7 again, because I'm lazy. Go ahead and pull her forward. The FM is starting to work its way through. And brakes off. There we go. Surprised Auto didn't, he did. I'm in that block, but so next I want to go there, but I have to reverse one more time, so. Right this side. See what our girth is after this. It's all about the girth. That's an intermediate there, so I can pass that one. I'll set it for me from before. Oh, get back to our switch. We'll watch it from here. Watch our speed as we pull out of here. The locomotive, the power on the lead end there is starting to go downhill. Once we get connected to, right now our HPT is 2.1. We might be 2.0 once, which is the minimum HPT for the San Bernardino sub and the Cajon sub. So we might be, if we're 1.9, I'll still pull it because that's fine. It's pretty flat. Not like we're going up Cajon or anything. That would suck. 1.9, 1.8. You can probably do like 8 miles an hour. You'll pull it. I don't think you want to come down with that HPT though. You won't be able to stop. Okay, we got maybe another dozen. We're at 5.5 miles an hour. We give it another notch just to get it up the hill here. So again, the power says it's going downhill, but back here where we're at, it's not. And what we're dealing with, we're at 4,300 tons. Right now we're at 3646 or 3946. I suspect once I attach the other cars here, it might be around 5. Yeah, I mean, we got cars for days that coming out. All right. Put guard door. Okay, there's 10 miles an hour, so lower down here. We can get this. Lower down. Okay, bring her back. Connect the rest of these cars here and then get her down the road to San Diego. Doesn't look like it wants to go though. Notch 4, let's see. There we go. A little bit of force to get it going. Don't want to slam into it though, so Gotta be careful. Slow her down, start slowing her down. Let's see, we did throw the switch. Back on the main. Getting dark in game, yep. It's almost 6:30. Now this is an hour ahead of time, by the way, because this is the server is based off this time, and then so here, let's see. What do I really worry about now? Oh, I keep checking that. Use daylight savings time. 7:19. Now it's gonna get really dark. Oh, see. So yeah, the server's using daylight savings time. So if I override network time, we want to take that off. So now it'll be 5 o'clock. Okay. Everything should be hooked back up. We're now at 6,050 or 5,950, so just shy of 6,000 feet. 1.5 is our HPT. So yep, they said earlier might need more power, but I don't think so. I think we can do it. We're gonna try. Let me rev it up though. Let me get it going first before I take the independent off. Brakes are on too. I don't know why. There you go. Turn the bell if there we go. Coming up up in the rear. Start pulling a little hard on the front end. We're underpowered a little bit. I'm gonna come off power a little bit. The cars will push me just a little bit, and then I'll give more power to it in a second. Also gonna ask Otto if I can go here. See what he says. Oh, we want to go right here. What do you think, bro? You gonna say yay or nay? Gave me acknowledged. Now he's lining us up, and he is gonna give me where I want to go. That's twice today. Amazing. All right, signal location for 7318 eastbound. Here's my signal up there, and then the got around that corner. Oh look! Oh look, because the ballpark siding should be right out around the corner. Here it is, right here. So he's going to route me this way, which is perfect. We're going to go right by here, and then we're going to jab all those. We go up to there, so we're going to stop here, and then we're going to get rid of those tankers, put them on here, and hook back up and head down the road. It's only like 8 tankers or something. Too far away from the train. So the train that heads to Barstow to take those back to Barstow can stop off at San Bernardino because we're going to pass right by it. That's we're just going down here a little bit. Not a huge hurry. Yeah, based on my water intake though, I'm gonna have to go pee. See. Yep. Okay. Let me set you here for a minute. Sit it right here by these, well, here's the Fullerton Airport. And on the end of the runway, and be in the bushes right here. Train goes by. Be right back in a second. And we're back. So if we look at where we need to drop off, we got to cut off these takers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we'll just break it there, back up, and then we got to cross back over the San Diego Spur. Turn on our flashlight. Now we can see so much better with that flashlight on. Yep. I know, it's disappointing, huh? I think last week we picked a switch and derailed for no big major reason. I forgot to turn on the, oh no, they're on the back. Cool. So like when you set these walkway lights on, looks like the other ones will set them as well, the MUs. So again, I'm under the power. So 2.0 is the power minimum requirement, HPT minimum requirement. I'm at 1.5, but I'm not climbing anything major, so it's really not that big of a deal. How much money do they want to spend in power, you know, to deliver these goods? So that's why the railroads usually do minimum or less. Because we're not climbing major hills, we don't need a lot of power, so. But that also means I can't stop as fast and I can't go as fast. That's okay. Basta crossover, so we'll get on the other main and then start looking to embark those takers. We should see a switch here. Oh, I'm sorry, it's the next part of it. This side right here coming up. There we are. Hello, Train Whisperer. All right, now we are on. Which main is this? We're at Vasta. Ballpark siding off Main 1. So we CP Vasta. The next CP is Fullerton. That'll take us down to. Need to get to Main 2 so we can take that orange sub down to San Diego. There's 2 mains off of that one. These sidings are 60, almost 6,800 feet long, so mile and a quarter or so. Nope, I'm down in Fullerton right now, taking cars down to San Diego. The day it came out, or the weekend it came out, I did a live stream from there, but Mateo's server doesn't have the configs. His depot just relieved them yesterday, or released them. Depot just released the configs. I guess they changed a bunch of stuff from what came with Run 8, and so we didn't want to have to adjust everything again. So we just waited for them to come out with the updated configs, and then they just did. So that should happen in the next week or so, and then we'll start running up to Modesto. Then the next DLC that they come out with is supposed to fix the UP side of that Modesto. I hope they fix down here the streeter, because I mean there's a lot of UP traffic that comes across the BNSF line here towards West Colton because of that streeter connection off the BNSF main line. But right now, the UP trains can't go that way. They go to West Colton and they got to go all the way around LA right now because the streeter isn't completed. It'd be really nice if they do that. And it would be really nice if they got Orange County and San Diego branches done as well. And then you can go all the way down to Mexico. Just complete Southern California. Get it all done. Palm Springs down to Tucson as well, you know. They got a long ways to go if they want to keep working on SoCal. Question is, how do they connect NorCal to SoCal, you know? I don't know if that's possible, the way that it's currently designed. There's some cars up there. Yeah, exactly. That's that streeter connection. I mean, that's a main traffic area. I see a lot of auto racks up through that section because it goes to like Ontario Mills, where there's a lot of auto racks there. They use that portion of the BNSF mainline where it connects at Streeter, and then it goes up the up the Cone Pass, or it even goes to down towards Tucson. So it will come through that Streeter, hit BNSF, and then comes back off BNSF at that West Colton crossing, and then it hangs out, and then it heads Palm Springs and out towards Tucson. A lot of traffic there every day. I got the intermediate coming up here. This is where we're going to stop and Take those takers off. There's like 6, 7 cars back too, so. And then it was 8. About 15 cars will make the cut.
BNSF detector milepost 43.3, phase 1, ambient temperature 81 degrees.
4-3 coming towards us. That's at the Outward Junction. See who's coming towards us. This guy. Oh, it's this one here actually. Bar Watt. And then we got to cross over to get back down here. So that one should pass us. That's an H train. Start our plan here. That's already set for us. That one. We're going to disconnect, so about 20 cars, 25 cars till we get to the cut point. Don't want to slow down too much. We're going to make that cut here in a minute, though. Didn't think it was going to slow down that much. That's the last car here that we want. We want to stop it about here. Two and a half hours to take some cars from Malibar down to San Diego. But then again, we're going like really slow and stop and do pickups too. Stuff takes a long time. Here comes our car. And we want to stop it in this range. So about 5 or 6, 7, 8 to go. Counting them. Comes the car now. See the train coming at us too with the brights on. Turn my brights down. Let's see if it does. It's supposed to have fixed that, by the way. Oh. Oh. Nope, it didn't, did it? Nope. Didn't bother turning his brights down. See all the reflective I have on paint, so. One. Here you go. There we are. Okay, so I'm gonna disconnect. So we'll put some handbrakes on here like we've done. Okay. Kind of hard doing a moving train going by you. Flying in the air. So this one, put ourselves on the ground. Close angle cocks on them. And we're gonna back up and disconnect it. That's what you said. All we gotta do is get past this one here. Only 318, I think that's me. I don't need routing, I just need to get passing that signal. On here. Come on back. We'll have to push some of these back too. Again, we're dropping these off because these have to go to San Bernardino. And this, here at the ballpark siding, we use this on the Mateo Community Server to stage cars that are going to go to Barstow. So we'll get them out of like La Mirada and some of the, maybe not really, but we could do it out of LA or Malibar. Mostly the La Mirada, so we have room in those yards to work. Bring them down here and put some power on them and get them out. Or we could also put some stuff here that's just going to go down the line, pick up, drop off on the way to Barstow. Is what we're doing here. Now, put myself on the ground. Gotta back it up a bit so we can get these mediums into the track. Don't brake squeak, never hurt no one. Go back a little ways, then we'll start putting handbrakes on. Oh, those are real brakes I put on. Okay, here we go. Leave these here and let's get out of here. Can't do much with auto right now though. Oh, I got the train brake on. Duh. Like, why isn't it moving? Frame break. We'll come back, pick up the rest of us, and then we'll ask Otto, hey, you send us to San Diego. Car. All right, coming back. Let's put our flashlight on. Oh, you can see stuff. Don't want to go too fast though. After we get going here, we should be okay to go good speed until we want to turn this over to AI. We could literally turn it over to AI here. We may do that. See what we can get, because it's just down the road, not even that far. So we'll basically have to go and then stop it. Oh, that one. There we go. Okay. We have a signal up there. If we wanted to go to San Diego, we would literally click right there. And let's see what it does for us. We'll see. I always want to hit relinquish. All right. We heard us the first time. I'm gonna start pulling this stuff forward. Handbrakes are off. Notch 3. The thing is that he said the yeah, I heard you before. That means he probably wants to route this jerk who's way over here. He's not even at P-Frey yet. He's still in Riverside. He wants to probably route him before me. That doesn't make sense because I'm right here and I just need to get down before he even comes over the hill. What's going on, Jake? Going pretty good. We're just moving stuff to San Diego. So now I got those tankers off. Let's see, we're at 5,500 feet now. HPT is up to 1.9. Even better. I'm going to ask him again. He's going to get all mad at me. So he'll give me my opinion. He'll give my opinion to me. There's, and of course, then he routed me. All right, thanks. He's taking us into the San Diego sub there. Once I get on the orange sub, I'll stop and block the main line. Oh, no worries, no worries. You're welcome. Otto is very difficult to understand, as you just saw me argue with him now. And the maps, you know, the maps from Depot, it's, you know, the railroad maps. They are kind of hard to understand a little bit. So, you know how to use both of them. And the Depot maps, it gives you good, like, distances and things like that. So that's nice about those. You're looking at the maps here, there's no mile markers, there's no, well, here's where the yards are kind of thing. These are control points, the ones in white here, so yeah, it's more difficult to really understand what's going on. That's why we use both. muffler's looking good. Brake pressure's looking good. And just got an air leak somewhere. I'm 87 on the rear, so the brakes are off the wheels, but why is it only 87? Slows down. Only way to really fix that is to relinquish your train and grab it again, but I will when I turn this over to AI anyways. Dang nose. So we have one more. No, we don't have another crossover. We're on the right one. We're in it now. We're gonna cut off down in the orange sub now. So that's right up here. Once I get on the orange sub here. I'm going to go around the corner here. Hey, there's a crossing here. Maybe not. Do the KC lead. There's one up there. Put some air on the cars and let's bring her to a slow stop so we can turn this over to AI. Again, we can't drive it off map because not on the multiplayer. Yeah, I do have some videos. One of them is, the train handling basics. That's what you're looking for. And then here at the Mateo Community server, we have skills check to help you out, or that you have to go through in order to, buddy, how the brights on, to join our server. And so there's quite a few tutorials, plus sometimes I do road trains, sometimes I do yard work. So there's this channel under the live section has a lot of Run 8 videos for you to view and learn from if you choose. So this is where the train will pass here. I cannot physically drive it to the end of the tracks because if I do and the front wheels come off there, train disappears, server crashes because I'm in control of it. But if the AI does it, the train just disappears and life continues happily ever after. There is a train coming at me, or there's a green for one. And we are going to let the AI take the train out. I go to work over here. And here in the... Turn this off. And we'll let it drive off into the sunset. Sunset already happened a while ago. So I will start this on the way out here. We'll watch this thing drive by and then wish you guys a happy Thanksgiving. Hope everybody has a happy Thanksgiving. I'm going to start a new series on Twitch on Wednesday at 5 p.m. on the... I know it's the night before Thanksgiving, so whoever shows up, shows up. But we'll be back here next Sunday. Again, it's right after the holidays, so if you guys show up here or not next Sunday, I'll be here. And enjoy your Thanksgiving. Enjoy family. Thanks for joining me today on Sunday, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a great one.